This is the Gs750 as it was when I bought it. And here it is before I bought it, when the person I bought it from bought it. Here in the barn, when I started stripping it all down, all the electrics had to be redone. And as you can see, it was stripped right back. Pretty well the whole engine's been done.
The handlebars, the forks, is a big issue at the moment. So the bike's running. There are things that need doing, but at the moment I want to get the look right before I do the other things. Also, I want to get the look right before I take it back to the mechanics to get the electrics done. Another thing about the look is the paint, and that was a real problem as well. Where do you order paint? Do you go to, Halfords and something like that and get these sort of normal paints and they cost about, 50 colourways or something, whoever it is, I'm not saying anything against Halfords. But I had an idea of the colours that I wanted, but they were sort of bog standard. The ones that you buy off the shelf are obviously sort of red, blue, yellow, just very standard colours. That's not what I wanted. So it took ages of researching, but I eventually have come up with some colours that I think are really good. And now, look, I sanded it all down, I filled it in, I sanded it roughly, and now I've done it with wet and dry paper and it's all nice and smooth. Now I'm going to spray it again.
I chose this grey-blue colour in a 1K paint.
See, even this, I just like doing things on a budget. And I suppose my time is on a budget as well, but in my head this was going to take, 5 minutes, but it's not. This is something that you're going to have to do over a cigar and a glass of whiskey, and I'm really surprised just how much paint it's just falling off. Yesterday, because I couldn't wait, I was too excited, I sprayed just a little bit of the main colour paint on it there to see what it would look like. And I forgot to look at it properly today. I think it's going to look good then.
As you can see, I cut the front mudguard right down for that aesthetic look. The handlebars gave me real problems. I just had to get them looking right. I went through 3 different lots of handlebars. In the end, I went for clip-ons. The next thing were the side panels. I hated the original ones. I made these ones out of sheets of stainless steel. They fit really well and they give me the look that I wanted. And here, trying out different ideas to do these roundels on the tank, that was bad. This one, it looks much, much better. In the end, I tried all sorts of things. Buying a bought stencil, I made a stencil. And then the best one, actually, I used a compass and did it all by hand. Oh, come on. I like it. It looks good actually, doesn't it? What do you reckon? Next thing to do was the welding. So this is the first time I've ever welded, so I'm sure you'll all say, God, it looks dreadful. But I bought a welder from Amazon, cut the frame, and I welded this hoop onto it so that I could have the seat, shorter. And, there again, adding to the aesthetics that I wanted. So here we go, work in progress, it's getting there. I made that seat with stainless steel as well. But you can see it's all coming along now. Here I bought some PU leather, quilted it myself, padded it all, put it on. There I bought a fairing on eBay, put that on. It looks really good, I think. I haven't attached it properly there, I just sort of put it so I can have a good idea of what it will look like when it's finished. There's me looking very proud of it so far. Then it went to the electrician, but he redid all of the electrics, which is very exciting. While I was waiting for it to be done, I was of course playing around on my cruiser, which I just adore. This is what it looked like when I first bought it. This was the first time I bought it home. So it looks very different, rides very different as well. There's a hell of a lot been done to it since then. And here it is, you'll see in a second. This is the first time that I took it out for a ride after its absolute and utter makeover. And it's absolutely glorious to ride. And now it's the middle of December, really cold in here, and I've got the bike back in the barn. So I've been riding it. I love it, it's absolutely beautiful. But this whole time, when the work's been done, some of the work, all the cosmetic work I did myself, some of the other work I did as well, some, with friends and mechanics as well, and I asked them to teach me, to let me help them. So I was learning, but I had, incredibly limited knowledge myself. And, obviously, I'd never done it before, so everything was new to me, and I was very, very aware of how little I knew. And then there are other things that needed doing as well, like the front forks are pitted, and they need changing, and I was thinking, no, I've got to get somebody to do that. And then really, rather than depend on other people, I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could do the work for myself? And so I've gone back to college, and I've started to do a motorcycle mechanics course. So this is the inspiration of the bike, this is what I'm doing. Over here, to be a motorcycle mechanic, you need level 1, level 2 and level 3. So I've only started at the very beginning doing level 1. But I'm learning loads already. I'm learning absolutely loads and loving it. I'm quick to learn, I'm logical and intelligent. So, I intend to do up to level 3. I intend to be a qualified motorcycle mechanic. And I'm loving it, really, really loving it. It's as if somebody's opened up my brain and I've suddenly seen that there's this new part of it that's all logical and sensible and, I don't know, spongy, because I'm learning so much. And I want to learn so much as well. But now, everything's changed. The way that I look at a bike has totally changed. So before, when I'd go out to ride any of my bikes, I'd just go out and think, oh gosh, don't they look lovely? But now, it's totally different. I go out and think, oh, doesn't it look lovely? And then I think, well, that needs doing, and this needs doing. And the other day I was looking at the brake discs and thinking, they're really warm. There's not much contact between the pad and the disc. which is, you know, pretty obvious. And, I mean, it's not dreadful, but that needs changing. The front forks, I'm going to do that myself. I'm not going to get anyone else at all to do anything. I put on the brake lever yesterday, and I put on the trickle charge, but it's in here at the moment in the barn. I'm going to be doing the front forks, brake discs, the wheel alignment. So somebody said to me that the wheel alignment was out, and I asked a mechanic to come over and have a look, and he said it looked okay. But that's a very simple thing to do yourself. And that's what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to check the alignment. Whatever else needs doing, I'm going to do it myself. And it's brilliant, knowing that I'm not going to have to depend on anyone else. I'm learning, and I think it's almost as if it's my duty as well. You know, I'm riding the bike. I should know how it works and how to fix it if it goes wrong. Obviously, I'm only doing level 1 at the moment, so, you know, it's not hugely in depth, but it will get more and more in depth as we go along. You know, level 2 and level 3. I'm definitely going to do level 3. But it has totally changed the way that I look at a motorbike, and the way that I listen to it as well. When I'm riding it, I'm listening, thinking, oh, why is it doing that? And anyway, it's a huge inspiration, and I love it, and I love what I'm doing now. And I know it's taken me absolutely ages to put this video up, but I am going to do some more with all the things that I've learned, and I will put some more up. So it'd be nice to see you, and I hope you enjoy it. It definitely is a transformation, but as a bike to ride, it is brilliant. It's really exciting and incredibly comfortable as well. So people look at the seat that I made and think it looks really uncomfortable, but your whole weight is on the tank. You're sort of sitting there, your feet are up there, your whole rib cage is on the bike. It's really comfortable, really, really comfortable.